As always, I expect a very good discussion with the colleagues, the Ministers of Justice. The European Public Prosecutor's Office is a very important body which will function from 2020 and will deal with the fraud and corruption on structural funds and other kinds of European money. So it's a very important body for all the European taxpayers. And I'm happy that Bulgaria is one of the establishing countries because it will increase also the level, these kind of criminal offenses are investigated in Bulgaria.
Do you have support about your idea for and the rule of law of member states?
I hope so. Rule of law is one of the basic principles we have in the EU. So, of course, it's important that we discuss about it, that we, over the process of this discussion, make better understanding of it means to have rule of law in the country. And it will be continuous discussion also over the Austrian presidency later, because we need to focus more on this.
Will we discuss it today?
Well, to some extent we discuss it every time. We discuss our matters with the Ministers of Justice, and I think that we will discuss also, or I'm sure we will discuss also about the rule of law in online sphere, because I want to present how we see the way forward in relation to online hate speech and the illegal content online.
There was a warning to Romania last days.
Mm.
What do you think about that?
Of course, we are following closely what's happening in Romania, because we saw very good progress in recent years. The reforms were well ongoing, but we always said that we want to see the reforms which will bring higher independence of judiciary and efficiency, to increase also trust of people in the system. And what we see in Romania now could be some worrying signals that the things do not go in the right direction. That's why we engaged in the dialogue with the Romanian government, and that's why we are sending the letter to the government, and we want to start the dialogue from the very beginning of these worrying things.
Situation in Bulgaria. What else Bulgaria should do to convince the European Commission that we...
One minute. Very nice to meet you again.
Yeah, we would like to see Bulgarian justice system to be more efficient in combating corruption and organized crime. So this is always the same thing, that we want functioning system, well placed within the whole system of Bulgarian constitutional setup, and I think that it was very clearly described in our monitoring report from January or from the last year, when we wanted to see tangible results in Bulgarian reforms.
Yeah, but if you're bonding the EU regulations and the finance from the European Union, basically Bulgaria we want to give you the money.
Can you repeat? I didn't hear you.
Bond the EU regulations in the rule of law, and if you say we have to comply and we have to have another regulations and money from the European Union, so you're saying basically you will give you the money.
It's not like this, and I will repeat it again and again. Already now, all the EU funding is connected with rule of law and functioning judiciary in the country. It's already now. We only want to make this clearer for the next financial perspective, that it matters, and maybe to stop setting different more or less technical or marginal conditionalities, and to say this matters, this is very important, so that all the member states are fully aware of that. And it has never been meant only to set such conditions for cohesion countries. We plan to do this for all EU funding horizontally. So I will always repeat that this is not the conditionality for EU funds going to countries like Bulgaria. Thank you. It's real winter here. Go inside, please.
After we-